ladies and gentlemen, you might want to clench your butt cheeks real quick because we got a bunch of beefs going down. We got the homie Trump out there. We got the homie Biden making a comeback. We got the homie Doug, aka the Canadian Brock Lesnar. We got to talk about that too. We got the homie Xi Jinping. Everybody beefing. If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe. You do not have to like the video. I post random stuff. First of all, check this out. Roll it. Let's find out.
U.S. President Donald Trump has gone weeks now without mentioning his desire to have Canada become the 51st state. So we asked the White House press secretary,
which outlet are you with?
The Canadian Public Broadcaster.
Oh, nice to see you.
Thank you.
whether Trump has changed his mind.
Ever since the election campaign started, he stopped talking about Canada becoming the 51st state, at least publicly.
Damn, she blinking fast right here. Look at that. She got like those like that. Yeah, check
campaign started, he stopped talking about Canada becoming the 51st state, at least publicly. I'm wondering if that's on purpose and why.
I would reject the president's position on Canada has shifted. The president still maintains his position on Canada. The United States has been subsidizing Canada's national defense, and he believes that Canadians would benefit greatly from becoming the 51st state of the United States of America.
Amid annexation concerns, Trump's trade war continues to sow uncertainty for Canadian businesses, and in particular, the auto sector.
But truth be told, though, it's Canada, US, like it's probably, bruh. The way it's going, though, like I don't see it personally, man. I'm in Canada, by the way, and after paying 53% taxes, this tax season got me thinking differently. Okay, it got me thinking differently. I'm ready to be hammered down. Pause. But based off of what I'm seeing, bro, like guys, it's not gonna happen, though. Truth be told, though.
While there are some carve-outs for CUSMA-compliant components, the U.S. has 25% tariffs on foreign-made autos, with new tariffs on foreign-made auto parts set to kick in by May 3rd.
Yesterday, in the Oval Office, President Trump suggested that there could be some help for automakers. I'm wondering what that looks like.
So I don't have anything to read out for you there, but I think the point the president was making is flexibility, and he has flexibility when it comes to negotiations and talks.
As for Trump's negotiations and talks with America's trading partners and rivals, tensions are mounting. Chinese President Xi Jinping arriving in Malaysia, the second stop on his reassurance tour, as he tries to present Beijing as a reliable trading partner.
面对外部的不确定性。
In the face of external uncertainties, China will insist on joining hands rather than throwing punches, this Chinese foreign ministry spokesman says. If those tensions are going to ease...
Kabaddi? Yo, that's a sport. Kabaddi is a sport. Wait, what's this like?
Chinese foreign ministry spokesman says. If those tensions are going to ease, the White House is looking to Beijing to make a move.
The ball is in China's court. China needs to make a deal with us. We don't have to make a deal with them.
Dang.
China has a
But what if they don't make a deal? Check this one out. I gotta play you this clip. Real quick though, shout out to all of you for following on the grams. Appreciate you guys. If you do have Instagram, I would definitely love to have you there. Links are always down below. You can search up SKizzle, just like my YouTube channel username. If you don't have Insta, we got Twitter, X. It would be a pleasure to have you. All right, let's get back to the content here. Boo boo, roll it.
The jitters on Wall Street appear to be easing. North American markets closed slightly higher with the help of U.S. automotive stocks.
Yeah, like ever since he said, ever since the homie Trump said 90 days plus, stocks have been booming. But just like recently, we had some bad news hitting. So stocks after hours, they like started going down a little bit, right? Palantir is doing gangbusters right now, but Nvidia got like the short end. The Nvidia just got annihilated after hours. Maybe tomorrow it's gonna go down even more when the market opens, or maybe it's gonna start to climb back up in a day or two. Yeah, I mean, or in the long run, it's gonna be all right. I mean, it's gonna be all right. And S&P futures right now, it's currently midnight. So yeah, they went down almost 1%. Nasdaq's down 1.53. That's holy smokes, that ain't no dang jokers, okay? But the market's gonna start to climb up. Like if we zoom out, ain't that bad, okay? It's kind of bad, but it ain't that bad, okay? It ain't that bad. Year to date, we're down like 12%. Not bad. I mean, that's for the Nasdaq 100, but some stocks are down 20-30% still, so they're gonna recover eventually.
New suggestions, some auto sector tariffs may change.
I'm looking at something to help some of the car companies where they're switching to parts that were made in Canada, Mexico, and other places, and they need a little bit of time because they're going to make them here. but they need a little bit of time. So I'm talking about things like that.
The U.S. has already imposed 25% tariffs on foreign-made autos with carve-outs for CUSMA-compliant components. Additional tariffs on foreign auto parts are supposed to start next month.
There'll be a little bit of a relief because there might be a lowering of tariffs on a massive sector. But on the other hand, when he says this is temporary, people start to wonder just how temporary.
U.S. trade policy has been erratic, with tariffs announced, imposed, paused, and changed with little notice. The whiplash hitting electronics. Broad tariff exemptions were announced Friday, only to be walked back Sunday. The White House.
Apparently we heard that the homie Trump's dropping like hot fixes, patch notes. Like, he's like, tack. He's going crazy with that, right? Because we heard there wouldn't be like tariffs on chips for iPhones, and then everybody's like, yo, let's go. And then the following day, he's like, nah, bro, I said psych. So we don't know what's going on, man. Like, he flip-flopping a lot right now.
House saying those items will be hit by different tariffs soon.
Yeah, the president has a comprehensive, detailed, very sensible plan to manage rebooting our trade relationships.
A rebooting of trade relationships also underway overseas. Chinese President Xi Jinping launching a diplomacy tour in Vietnam.
Bro, I'm getting a whole lot of red flags from all this, guys. Like, the red flags that I'm getting are redder than the entire flag of China, bro. Like, damn, homie. Like, Xi Jinping is like, I think he's out there, like, trying to get more allies. The homie Trump is like, okay, we're gonna pause for everybody 90 days, but not China. China number one. Okay, no, maybe not number one, or maybe number one. According to Trump, the homie Trump, like, China ain't number one, but yeah, I don't know, man. China's a massive superpower. US is a superpower, so yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. Like, Trump don't wanna like stop the beef. Yeah, Xi Jinping, he don't wanna stop the beefs either. Seems like that both of them want to continue, and at the end, maybe, this is all of us right now, right? Like, we're just watching, we're looking back. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in on her, because it accidentally may zoom in on the wrong stuff here, you know what I'm saying? So it's, it seems like that it was accidentally zooming on. Alright, let's get back to it, bro.
The first stop on a 3-country excursion. He's trying to secure additional markets for Chinese goods as the tit-for-tat trade war with the U.S. ramps up. An effort that seemed to irk the U.S. president back in Washington.
I see they're meeting today. Is that wonderful? That's a lovely meeting. They're meeting, like, trying to figure out how do we screw the United States of America.
We demand lower taxes. We demand lower taxes. Lower the taxes. And also, you guys can keep on beefing. We don't mind nuke each other in Call of Duty, not in real life. Activision need to make a Call of Duty game. Y'all can beef. Y'all can nuke each other. All that, and give everybody $1 billion tax-free first thing in the morning tomorrow. Like the video if you want to claim that. First of all, let's check out the homie Biden. So Biden, Joe Biden, he came back. Roll it. Shout out to the homie Asman. Roll it.
Was the 46th president of the United States. So please welcome the strongest defender of Social Security the American people have ever had. President Joe Biden.
We're gonna stand up for this one, guys. There it is. All right, boys.
Thank you.
Lower it.
This what I do is my grandmother
Lower it.
who deserve help.
Lower it.
Paid for most of it. You know, my great friend, he is a great friend, Governor O'Malley. He, my dad, the Biden family started off in Baltimore. They don't say Baltimore, it's Baltimore.
Okay.
In Baltimore.
Turn it up.
But we've been friends for a long time. And I just want to say at the outset, if you ever want anybody on your team, whether it's an athletic team, whether you're in a battle, whether it's a political team, whether it's a team just trying to help, you want O'Malley.
Yeah, Joe Biden can be the greatest president of all time. Psych? No psych. Yo, no cap, no cap. He can be the greatest president of like a sleeping company, you know what I'm saying? You know, people that, companies that sell sleeping pills, I think he can do like a great advertising for that one. You guys agree with that? Yeah, let me know in the comments, because, yeah, like, a lot of people have like issues with sleeping, especially with all the distractions that we have going on in the world. Yeah, right, everybody needs better sleep, so I think Joe Biden is perfect for that. You know, I'm just trying to like bring up the positives, guys. I don't want to be, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, I want to bring positives, and the biggest positive of the homie Joe Biden is, yeah, he's very, very good for making people fall asleep.
Guy has guts. No, I mean it sincerely. He not only has political courage, he has physical courage. He's across the board.
Yeah.
If ever want anybody standing next to me, I want O'Malley there with me, and I mean that sincerely.
I turned it off.
It really matters. You know, I always kid Maryland, because Delaware, the second smallest state, we share the eastern shore of Maryland with Maryland, but we're close friends. And folks, you know, it's no surprise that he did a hell of a job when I asked him to be commissioner of the Social Security. And the reason I did that, it was not an ordinary transition for a governor. But I knew, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I knew we needed someone with some guts, some toughness, who'd fight for every single penny that it needed, that would try to restore the integrity of the system.
Yeah.
And to everyone here today, I want to thank you, all of you, very much for this award. It means a great deal to me coming from you. And I mean that sincerely.
Okay.
It means a great deal. You're in the front lines every single day. You're helping, you're advocating for your fellow Americans, Americans with disability. It's a big deal. We talk about what happened in the physical side of it if we didn't have Social Security. Think of what the psychic calm gives so many people who just don't know where to go, don't know how to.
Biden 2028, Elon bad, threat to democracy, Ukraine, Zelensky, DEI, Doge, art of the deal, personal insult to Trump, tariffs bad, Kamala, deportation, something off, bonus square equal Biden calls, Trump equal an orange retardo. Shit. Okay, so you guys think if you're in America, if you're in US, let me know in the comments, like, would you want the homie Biden to be 2028 president? Yeah, let me know, man. You guys down for that, or one last time maybe? Yeah, you guys down for that? Let me know in the comments, man.
Traverse what needs to be done.
Hell yeah or hell no?
Alone. Last fall on the White House lawn, we celebrate the anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro, but we gotta skip on that one, guys. I'm so we're gonna get down to CNN fake news, as you guys would like to say. But the homie Doug, aka the last thunderstorm, the Canadian thunderstorm, aka the Canadian Brock Lesnar, shows up. So roll it.
The European Union decided to put a pause on plans to retaliate against U.S. tariffs. That decision comes just hours after President Trump announced a hold on most of his new global tariffs. But the reprieve does not apply to America's neighbors. We're talking about Canada and Mexico. The new 25% tariff on most goods remains in effect. Joining us now is Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario and one of Canada's most outspoken critics of President Trump's trade war. Premier, thanks so much for joining us. Were you surprised that the White House...
Listen, man, I'm in Canada, right, by the way? Guys, come on, man. Come on, man. We homies, though. We cool, though, right? Maybe, okay, maybe not. Okay, well, yeah, whatever. But the thing is that, the point that I'm trying to make here is that the homie Doug came out, right? And he said that, and he said some like crazy stuff, which I wasn't even aware. Most Canadians were not even aware. He said that, yeah, we're gonna be shutting the electricity down for some people in New York and another like state or something like that. So yeah, we found out that we have the power. We were like, oh crap, like, yo, we thought that we only supply maple syrup, okay? But he said that now we supply some power as well, and he was like, yeah, we're gonna shut down the power if the homie Trump do not remove the tariffs. And then like some happened, and then he pulled out, right? So the homie Doug was like, we're not gonna shut the electricity down because we love the homies over in the US, and yeah, we do, right? We do. He said psych. He's not gonna turn the power off. But this is where we at right now, so let's find out what's going on this time.
Didn't pause tariffs on Canada, perhaps our closest friend and ally, as it did with several other countries, several of whom are not necessarily close friends or allies?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on, Wolf. And yeah, we were shocked that we weren't part of the group per se. And
yeah,
you know, number one customer. We're both each other's number one customer, and we need to get through this and bring certainty back to the people of the United States and Canada. Certainty to the markets, as you mentioned. The Dow is down, the S&P is down because.
But did you say thank you? Yeah, like people that made memes off it, crazy. Yeah, this is one of the most one of the funniest memes of all time. But did you say thank you?
There's still uncertainty. I know it took a little bump up yesterday, but the reality is a tariff on Canada is a tax on Americans, and that's the last thing we want to see to the American people.
We're showing our viewers the numbers right now. The market's not doing well. The Dow Jones Industrial's down, 1,126 points, at least right now. Last month, the Premier Canada placed tariffs on a variety of U.S. goods, and Canadians, long among, as I keep saying, America's closest and most loyal allies, have vowed to fight back. Do you feel Canada's decision to strike back has made President Trump more punitive toward Canada?
Well, I'm not too sure if that's a situation, but in saying that, I always say we love our American neighbors. We truly do. You know, we didn't start this. President Trump aimed at Canada and the rest of the world for the most part, and we just need to get rid of these tariffs. We'll drop our tariffs tomorrow if President Trump drops the tariffs. We always believe in the AMCAN fortress working together to make the two strongest nations in the world. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, bro. Like Canada and US, we always have been like tight. Like maybe not like this pause, but we could be homies. I mean, yeah, we gotta be homies, man. We always have been homies though. So the homie Trump gotta drop it. Canada gotta drop it too. So I'm just saying both. I'm saying both the US and Canada gotta drop the tariffs and become one, maybe? I don't know. It's not gonna happen though. But yeah, it's not gonna happen. Like, jokes aside, guys, like, it's super hard. Like, think about it. Okay, objectively, we can joke around and that's we have been doing that, but objectively speaking, what's gonna happen if Canada and US becomes one? Like, what's gonna happen to people that got Canadian dollars, right? Is it all of a sudden, like, if you have 100 Canadian, all of a sudden would you get 100 USD or would you get 70 USD? What's gonna happen? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Canada got free healthcare, or technically not free, but it's free, but it's not free. It's free for, let's just say, for the middle class and the people that don't make a whole lot of money. So it's free for them, but people that make a lot of money, they're using their taxes to fund for that. So it's like a system. Yeah. So I honestly, there's just way too many. Plus, like, yeah, Canada don't want to have weapons. America got guns laws and all that, so that's your guys' rights. But here, people don't want it because of the school. I cannot say that word on YouTube. People don't want those school things happening. I mean, it's stereotypes, but like, damn, that's like one of the main things that I'm seeing around. So, guys, like, it's just not gonna happen. And even if we go further, a step further, where US and Canada is gonna become one, then it's gonna be like a voting thing, and based off of what I'm saying, people not gonna vote. Majority is not gonna vote. Like, I'm saying, bro, I'm down, bro. Like, I'm cool with it, but it's just not gonna happen. Okay, I'm saying, like, hopefully we become even closer than we already are, because I can come to US, you guys can come to Canada. Yeah, without having any visa, we can jump from servers to servers, right? And it's beautiful like that. But let's become even closer than that, where, yeah, it's not gonna be one country, but we can become closer where people don't need work visa to work in US or Canada, vice versa if you're Canadian or American. Like, yeah, you don't need work visa, and we can have no tariffs, and we can come closer in this way and in other ways. I mean, you guys can put it in the comments which ever thing you prefer the best. But becoming one state or country, or it's just not gonna happen. It's just hard. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's not gonna happen though.
Could you see Canada, Premier, actually rolling back those tariffs on the U.S. as an olive branch to the Trump administration?
Well, as long as we know the tariffs are going to be dropped against Canada as well. If we have a mutual understanding, if they feel comfortable with us going first, by all means. But we need insurance that President Trump's going to drop those tariffs shortly after we do.
This week, I know, Premier, you unveiled an $11 billion in tax deferments and rebates to help workers and businesses hurt by the Trump tariffs. How much have the tariffs hurt everyday Canadians?
Well, they're
how many billions? And y'all couldn't give us one of them? Say psych right now! Say psych! What the hell did they just say? How many billions y'all talking about, man?
I know, Premier, you unveiled an $11 billion in tax deferments and rebates to help workers and businesses hurt by the Trump tariffs. How much have the tariffs hurt everyday Canadians?
Yo, give people $1 billion. Y'all got 11. You guys don't need that much, bro. You don't need that. Give back to the people. Give back to the people. Like the video if you agree. 1 billion effective immediately, tax-free, effective immediately, first thing in the morning tomorrow in everybody's bank account that's watching this video and liking the video, effective immediately right now. Right now. Right now. Like the video if you agree.
Well, they're at a fever pitch right now. 40 million.
You guys don't need 11 billion. You guys don't need that much. Keep 10. Give everybody 1 billion, and anybody that likes the video, we can split even. Sounds tax-free. Sounds like a good strategy to me, man. Like, yeah. And then you guys can beef all you want, bro. We don't care.
Canadians at our fever pitch, focused on every piece of news coming across CNN and other broadcasts. It's very, very important. We're very passionate about this. And now I'll give you a couple examples. We ship in, we do trade. We ship in about $6.5 billion of steel, but we don't make steel beams. Steel beams all come from the U.S. and other areas around the world. Now we're going to go out and start making steel beams. The beer cans. We don't make the beer cans. We ship the aluminum in the U.S. Company prints it and converts it. That's $1 billion industry. We're onshoring back into Ontario. So it's not good for both sides of the border. We'd rather just leave everything alone. Things seem to be working, and just build a stronger AmCan fortress, American-Canadian fortress. Put a ring around it.
Yeah, let's see if that happens. The Trump administration premier says 15 countries have made what they describe as explicit offers regarding potential trade deals. Do you know if Canada is negotiating right now with the United States, with the White House?
Not right now, we aren't. Hopefully we can get back to the table and continue negotiating. That's what we want to do. Let's sit down at the table. Let's move forward, and it's going to benefit both countries. We're both our number one trading partners. I always say we're the number one customer.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Canadian Brock Lesnar. Give it up for the Canadian Brock Lesnar. You know, living legend. Don't want tariffs. Don't want tariffs. We demand 1 million. But did you see this video though? A UFO mothership actually crashed and they reported live on TV. Yeah, click on this video on the screen. Check it out. It's a crazy clip, guys, and I'll see you right